Got these flush directionals for the Grom today. So I'm gonna slap these babies on here. See, I got the directionals that took off. You see this part right here? This was the main damage, but that piece did bend up the piece that was holding it in place also, the metal piece. Like, you have these pieces that attach on the inside of the faceplate, right? And then these pieces attach in these pieces like this. Yeah, and then that piece attaches to this one, and this piece right here was bent. I fixed it, but fixing that didn't really matter because this is just too broken right here. This piece is too damaged to hold it in place any longer, so it didn't matter. So we got all the little rubber piece and everything else out of there, and now we're going to replace them with flush sticky bulbs. So these new ones are about as simple as they can be. Let's see what we got here. I'm just gonna run that wire through there into the inside, stick them on there. You can see how basic this install is. I need two hands to do it, so I'm not gonna hold the camera and do it at the same time, but I mean, I folded these wires back in here, so back when I took the other parts out, so I mean, you can see where they connect to. You have this one, and then you have this one. So that's it. I'm just gonna connect those two to these two right here, and then I'm gonna put this all back together. Beating this thing up, man. This thing, it's my little buddy right here. My little buddy's only been out of the showroom for 4 months. He's handling it like a champ, let me tell you. Anyway, alright, I'm gonna get this put back together. Alright, there it goes. Check those out. Flush directional bulbs. Let's turn them on and see how they look. This right here is a rough draft of the speed bump jump that I'm gonna build for the bikes. Right? Now, I'm gonna break it down for you. There's a 4x6 that runs all the way across here, but I don't need it to be that big. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this off here. I'm gonna put that up top over here. So when I do that, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna turn it on its side. So it's gonna be 6 inches coming up off of the 4x6 that's laying flat the other way. So it's gonna come up this high. This is a 2x4 and another piece of 2x4 flat. So what's gonna happen is this 4x6 is gonna get this end cut off, and it's gonna be set up exactly the opposite of the way these two are, because this is only for height measurement. So when we put this in the middle here, this piece is gonna be shorter than this piece. It's gonna be roughly, it's going to be about an inch shorter than the 2x4 that's running lengthwise here. So there is going to be room for these 4x4s on the side. And what's going to happen is I'm going to take my reciprocator and I'm going to cut them down on the sides, make them about 45 degrees, maybe a little bit less. And like you can see from here, it'll be coming up this way. It'll be from here to here. I'll put probably like another, you see how I have this 2x4 here, it'll be a piece there for filler, and I'll figure out how I'm gonna best support a plank on either end to leading up to that 4x6. There's gonna be a 3.5 inch 4x4 flat up top of what is gonna end up being sort sort of a big triangle, right? So I mean, it is going to be high enough for me to bottom out if I don't hit it fast enough, but it's also going to have angles on both sides, so I can jump it one way, turn around, and jump it the other way. It's going to be a lot of fun, you know. It's just it's going to take a minute for me to put it all together, so I'm going to do that sometime soon. Anyway, back to the Grom. This doesn't. I have to turn the engine on for the lights to come on. So you can see here. They work. Change directions, they work, but they're not flashing. They turn on and they stay on. They turn on and they stay on when you're making a turn. Now that's got to do with the bike. That doesn't have to do with the bulbs. It's the same thing was happening when I reattached the other. I gotta figure that one out. I don't know exactly what's causing that. But it was a successful installation. It was flush directionals.